Just one more question. Given, polls show that voters at this point, the primary concern heading into the midterms is inflation in the economy. By a 2-to-1 margin, voters trust Republicans more than Democrats to handle the economy. I wonder, given this sort of majority sentiment of voters, is the president considering making any changes to his economic team after the midterms?
No.
You had just said that there are no plans to adjust the economic team after the midterms. So I just want to ask in a follow-up, can the administration then say when Americans can expect to feel relief from inflation? Is there a date they can look to?
So I will let the experts speak to that. I'm not going to get into when that's going to occur, right? But we have seen some relief over the past several months. We understand there's more work to be done. But look, the president has been laser focused on doing the work every day. What the president did last week is going to help, tens of millions of Americans, and that matters. The junk fee. So look, we understand that there's more work to do. We understand that families are being squeezed by what's happening currently with inflation. Don't want to get too much into the economist world, but because of the president's economic policies, we have made sure, the president has made sure that we don't leave anybody behind.
Thanks. I'd like to follow up on something you were asked Monday about presidential press conferences. It's been since January since the president has held a press conference here at the White House. Is this administration at all concerned that the scarcity of press conferences by this president has in any way led to some of the misinformation that has been out in the public, and can we please get him in here?
I mean, look, I understand the question. You guys have to ask the question about press conferences, duly noted, and so we, again, appreciate the question. But he certainly takes questions from all of you, and he does it often. I understand of having a more, more. Well, I mean, look. The president is happy to take questions. He does it pretty regularly. I duly noted on the press conference, but again, this is a president who has not shied away from taking questions from all of you, and so I think he'll continue to do that almost every day. He'll continue to make sure that I'm sure on his own will continue to take your questions.
Just let him know we'd love to see him in here someday.
Okay, but again, I'm not going to get ahead of him of where we are with the process. But again, the president takes questions from all of you almost every day.
On student loans, I was wondering, is the White House making any preparations for the possibility that the Court of Appeals could block President Biden's student loan debt forgiveness?
So right now, as you know, I've talked about this a few times. When we look at what has occurred with the court, it is a temporary court, but the order doesn't prevent the Department of Education from reviewing these applications and preparing them for transmission to loan services. It is also important, so we will continue to move full speed ahead. We understand how important the president's policy is,